Welcome back to Good Evening KU. I'm Savannah Meyer.
And I'm Mariana Medina.
Tonight's our first basketball game back in Allen Fieldhouse this year.
It is. It's our first game, exhibition game against Fort Hays State, and it's going to be a very fun game. I'm not going to lie. I'm excited.
Yeah, I sadly cannot attend, but I cannot wait to hear all about it since I'm so, all the energy at Allen Fieldhouse is just impeccable. I cannot wait to hear what everyone has to say.
Yeah, and I'm a freshman, so this is my first ever basketball game being a freshman, and I'm really excited because, it's what kind of Kansas is all about, basketball.
You're so right.
I'm excited, and I'm wearing my jersey, Abaji, so.
Oh, so fun.
Yeah.
Are you ready for any player this year?
Probably Zachary Clements, not going to lie. He's from Texas, so.
Yeah.
Kind of have to cheer on my roots.
Your roots for sure.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of sports, KU also won against OU for the first time since 1997.
Yes. Did you go to the game?
I did for the first half until that weird weather delay that we got.
Yep. I left right after that. I went home,
did too.
put on sweatshirt, sweatpants, fuzzy socks, and just watched the game at home.
Yeah, it was a little too chilly when I came back out.
Yeah.
But, what a win. I could not imagine that in years of KU winning against OU.
No, it was a very fun game. Me and my friends just had sore throats afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. We were screaming the whole time. It was a very fun game.
Yeah.
I loved it. Favorite game.
I hope OU has a great time in the SEC after our awesome upset to them.
Yes.
Well, the colder weather, as we were mentioning.
Yes.
How have you been feeling from being from Texas?
Definitely a change. I just had to get my first Kansas coat, which is basically the long coat, and I am glad I got it. I've been walking to class cozy, comfy, and I'm ready. I'm ready for the weather.
Yeah, I'm from Florida, so mine from last year is still somehow put away, and I need to find where it went.
Yeah, well, bring it out, because I got freezing cold temperature this morning, and I had to put it on and walk to class. It's definitely a change, I'm not going to lie, but it's a good change, I think.
Yeah. Have you gotten your first pair of cabin socks yet?
I have, and I've got thermals, I've got snow boots, snow pants. I had the whole ordeal already. And
prepared.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I really am.
Well, Halloween ended up being a cold weekend as well.
It was. I don't know if you got a little bit of sprinkle rain situation.
Yeah, I got a little slate on Friday, Saturday.
Oh
I was like, what is this weird hard rain moment?
Oh, gosh. Well, yeah, I was freezing the whole night, but luckily I had jacket on top of my costume, so it saved me.
What did you end up being for Halloween?
So I was a cat, I was a witch, and I was a sailor.
Oh, how fun.
What about you?
So I went as Kiss, Mary, Kill with some of my friends, so I was Kiss.
Oh.
The second night, I was Kim Possible, the red hair, had to make an appearance.
Of course.
And then last night, for actual Halloween, I did Weird Barbie, because why would I be stereotypical Barbie? When we could be Weird Barbie.
Exactly. Wow.
Have to be a little different.
I love that costume. It's very creative.
Thank
the
you.
Birkenstock and heel.
Yeah, have to show off. I'm a big Birkenstock fan.
Yeah.
And Daylight Savings is coming too.
It is, and that means extra hour of sleep.
Yeah, but it does get dark.
It does get dark early, so activities have to be made in the day fast, early.
Way earlier.
But that extra hour of sleep, I think I need it.
I do too.
I definitely need it.
Especially after Halloween weekend, for sure.
Oh gosh, I literally rested in bed the whole day afterwards this week. On Sunday, I was just rotting in bed. It was fun, not gonna lie.
Absolutely. Well, we're gonna toss it over to Adriana, who's gonna tell us all about her man on the street for everyone's Halloween costume.
Hi everyone, I'm Adriana Richardson, and last week my classmates Katie, Lily, and I went to campus to interview some students about their Halloween costumes. We did have some funky audio issues, but we got some great answers for the costumes, so let's go ahead and see what we got.
What do you want to do? Do you want to be the person going
I
up to
don't
people?
really
Do you want to
care.
interview? Do we want to run
I can do the It's 3 days till Halloween, and I'm Lily, and we're trying to figure out what people are going to be for Halloween this year.
This year I'm going to be a slutty cockroach.
And we're dressing up as Sunny Angels, just like this one I have on my phone.
Show them the back.
I have. Oh! And honestly, it's just because I have a recent obsession with them. That's literally the only reason.
I'm like a fawn. I'm like a deer.
Yeah.
It's so cute. And they have like wings on the back.
My name is Justin Hernandez Abarca, and I will be Miss Americana.
My name's Jaden, and me and my 3 roommates are doing South Park characters. Which one are you? I'm Kenny.
National champions deserve a clean campus. Don't wait for other Jayhawks to pick up your mess. Keep the University of Kansas clean.
Welcome back. I'm Davis.
And I'm Emma. This is your Wednesday Good Evening KU news brief. The war in the Middle East rages on as Israel continues to shell both North and South Gaza. It's been 26 days since Hamas began the conflict, and the overall death toll from both sides is approaching 10,000. Today, the Rafah border crossing was finally reopened, allowing foreign nationals to escape to Egypt.
And while it's not on the front pages anymore, there is still an active conflict in Ukraine, where authorities ordered the forced evacuation of children from 31 towns and villages close to the front line. Russia has renewed offensive attacks in the Donetsk and Kherson regions.
The civil fraud trial of former President Trump continues this week, with Trump's children set to testify. Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump are senior Trump Organization executives who have also been accused of falsification of business records, insurance fraud, and conspiracy. Ivanka Trump is also sent to be questioned next week.
And in Colorado, Trump faces another trial. The lawsuit alleges that Trump violated his oath of office when he tried to overturn the 2020 election. If Trump loses this case, he may be banned from appearing on the 2024 ballot in Colorado, a state that voted for him in 2016.
KU football continues to bring in accolades. The first college football playoff rankings of the season are out, and the Jayhawks are ranked 21st. That follows ranking 23rd in the coaches poll and 22nd in the Associated Press poll.
And Coach Leipold earned this week's Dodd Trophy as the Coach of the Week. For more in sports, let's toss it over to Charlie and Jade.
Thanks, Davis. Yes, the football team pulled off one of the biggest victories in school history on Saturday as the Jayhawks upset previously undefeated Oklahoma 38-33 at the booth. Devin Neal scored a 9-yard run with just over 1 minute left, and then the defense held on for the win by forcing an incomplete pass in the end zone on the final play of the game.
After the game, students stormed the field and tore down the south goalpost, which eventually ended up in Potter Lake. In the post-game press conference, Coach Leipold said he was especially happy for quarterback Jason Bean, who has definitely overcome a lot of adversity.
I'm happy and probably pulling for Jason in ways that I don't always, because he's been unselfish. He could have left like a lot of guys do today in college football. A lot of things. He's been through a lot of ups and downs, and he just keeps coming back. And even in the fourth quarter, he throws the interception. And, there's some things there, but he just kept fighting. And that's all we can ask for him. And to see him make some plays like he did today, I thought was really special.
Bean, who rushed for a 38-yard touchdown, said it was a team effort.
Like I said, like I just told y'all, I've been through so much, and for this team to have my back like they do, and for them to allow me to come back and be a part of this team this year is, it's just kind of what I said to them. And first of all, I wanted to thank them, because without them, I wouldn't be here. And I think that's the main thing, is that I'm just proud to be in this situation.
With the win, KU is now bowl eligible for the second year in a row. The Jayhawks are 6-2 overall and 3-2 in the Big 12 Conference. They travel to Iowa State this week for a 6 p.m. kickoff against the Cyclones. That game will be televised on ESPN.
The volleyball team swept West Virginia last night to raise its record to 16-4 overall and 7-3 in the Big 12. The Jayhawks are now in third place in the conference and also moved up to number 14 in the polls. Next up is the Dillon Sunflower Showdown against K-State on Friday and Saturday. Kansas State is on a roll, sweeping number 8 BYU this weekend. First serve on Friday is at 6:30 p.m. in Horse Family Volleyball Arena.
The cross-country team, both the cross-country teams finished, the cross-country teams finished in 6th place at the Big 12 Conference Championship this weekend in Ames, Iowa. Senior Chandler Gibbons placed 11th overall, which earned him an all Big 12 selection. On the women's side, senior Lona Latema and junior Kennedy Kruger finished 35th and 36th overall as KU's top placers. The NCAA Midwest Regional is up next for the Jayhawks on November 10th.
Finally, the men's and women's basketball season are underway. The men play tonight at 7 p.m. in Allen Fieldhouse against Fort Hays State. The Jayhawks lost an exhibition game against Illinois on Sunday in Champaign. The game was a fundraiser for the victims of the deadly fires in Hawaii earlier this year and raised over $1 million.
The women's regular season begins the following Wednesday, November 8th, in Allen Fieldhouse against Northwestern State. Turning to the pros, yesterday was the 30th sports equinox in history. This means there are games from baseball, football, basketball, and hockey on the same day. The MLB had Game 3 of the World Series, the NFL with Monday Night Football, the NHL and the NBA both had over 10 games on the schedule. It was definitely a great day to be a sports fan.
Absolutely.
That is all we have for sports, though. After the break, Davis will be back with weather.
Missed the bus again?
Yeah.
You should download My Bus Lawrence. You can see when buses are arriving here, and you can also see where the buses are in Lawrence.
Wow, okay.
Download the My Bus Lawrence app today.
Welcome back, KU. As we can see right now, we're looking at a really beautiful sunset over the western part of our campus. We see some nice colors in there, some oranges, some yellows. Current conditions right now, it is 66 degrees with south winds of 15 miles an hour. It's sunny and breezy. It beats our cold temperatures that we were feeling earlier today. Coming in right now at Lawrence, we are at 50 degrees. Topeka's at 51, Ottawa is at 51, Leavenworth at 49, and so is Kansas City. I know on my last slide I said we were at 66 degrees. Not trying to get anyone's hopes up, that was just my bad. But right now we're at a pretty cool set of temperatures. It's not incredibly cold, but with that breeze coming in, we will start to see those temperatures drop down as we get into the later hours. But right now, those light clouds that we were seeing of those beautiful colors earlier, those clouds are starting to roll through. It's pretty quiet along the Midwest right now, and that will start to stay over on and through the beginning of next week. For tonight's forecast, we're at 34 degrees, southwest winds 6 to 10 miles an hour. We got 60% cloud coverage. So with that breeze and with those clouds covered, it's going to be very chilly outside. So if you're out and about, be sure you have a jacket on, be sure you're wearing nice warm pants, and keep everything all right, ready for the rest of tonight's forecast, we start at 41 degrees. It's going to be one of those nights where you're going to have a light jacket to start with, and then by those later hours, you will start to get a heavier jacket. Our winds start off at 7 p.m. with south winds of 8 miles an hour, and as we keep going on throughout the night, they shift to the southwest at 6 miles an hour. For tomorrow, we start our morning 8 a.m., 32 degrees with south winds of 6 miles an hour. And as the day starts to go on, take a look at this. We're almost reaching 60. When we're almost reaching 60, we're back into those early fall-like temperatures, which we kind of missed at the actual beginning of early fall. I remember we were in those 80s, 90s. But that is no longer here to stay. Our 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. range, we're up 6 degrees, and our winds, it's going to be quite breezy tomorrow. Starting off with 10 miles an hour winds, and then as we end our day, we're at 15 miles an hour winds. But taking a look into our extended forecast, tomorrow's high is 61 degrees, and then take a look at that. Friday and Sunday, those are topping off at 70. I know Friday says 69, Saturday is 66, and Sunday is 70. Sunday is also daylight savings time, so with the extra 1 hour of sleep, we're also going to appreciate those extra high temperatures. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, we start to head back on down to our fall-like temperatures, starting off on Wednesday at 53 degrees, and our lows start around the same, and then as they go into Wednesday, those will be a lot cooler, and then we're actually going to start to see some winter-like temperatures. And that is all the time we have for Good Evening KU on Wednesday. I'm Davis Clark. Thank you very much for watching.